The Buhari administration, at every opportunity, alludes to what it describes as the massive looting of our common patrimony by previous administrations, saying this is responsible for the economic woes of the country. Making big headlines are stories of recovered loot, most notorious of which is the now famous Abacha loot. The most recent being the repatriation of $322 million from the account of the former head of state in Switzerland.
At the global level, the
question on what is being done with these returned assets is the reason for this conference.
At the end of the day, we are able to have a realistic assessment of where we are as a country in operationalizing those principles and commitments from the London summit and make recommendations on the roadmap going forward.
Nigeria joined the Open Government Partnership in July of 2016, committing to deepening institutional and policy reforms in a bid to eradicate the culture of corruption in the country. The Open Government Partnership speaks on the need for transparency mechanisms.
Transparency mechanisms that make it extremely difficult for these assets to be stolen again, that make it possible for ordinary citizens to know exactly what is being recovered, where are they kept, what are the criteria or conditions under which they may be utilized.
We had one of
the head of the Asset Recovery Unit, Office of the Attorney General of the Federation, spoke on the commitment of the office to the transparency process.
Speaking from the Attorney General's office, that we have started the negotiation for the repatriation of the remaining Abacha money that is spoken about all over. And we have made provision for CSO involvement, particularly when it comes to the management of that fund.
Stories about recovered assets make very big headlines in Nigeria. We give them catchphrases: Abacha loot, Ikoyi money, and so on and so forth. Conferences such as this one seek to move the conversation away from the outrage and the sensationalism into impact. What have these stolen assets done to the Nigerian, and what is being done with these assets when they are recovered? This conference says the answer is transparency at all levels. Kayla Megwa, Channels Television News.